What's up guys, it's Mike with Shallow Reefing coming back at you with another video, and today it's moving day for the tank. Alright guys, my friend Troy came over a little earlier and he's helping me kind of do the logistical work on the tank. We've uncrated it and then we're trying to figure out what to do with the bottom part. We have the suction cups. These are giant ones that I got from Clarksville Reef and Reptile. The plan is to move the tank onto the carpet. I just vacuumed it so there's nothing on it. Clean up the whole bottom section with all the styrofoam, and then once we lift it, because it's only 21 inches high, we're going to turn it on its side to go through the door. Now we'll see how that works with all these suction cups, and there should be 5 of us here, so that should be just enough people to get it lifted up and moved into the house. So if you ever get any of these type of suction cups, this is the release button here, and this button here, you just keep pumping it until you can't pump it anymore, and then that holds it tight. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Hopefully it holds everything. I think with 4 of them we should be good. So as you can see, I kind of took everything off on this side. There used to be a shelf here, that way we have more room to come in. And then I took off the side door, obviously for this tank, but also for us to have more room to come in. And then I left room on each of these sides where we can kind of lift the tank up, move to the side, and set it down. So I'm gonna give a PSA on this. Now you will cut your hand, and my friend Chad really bled pretty bad on this. If when you're pulling, you grab and hold on to this. This is sharp metal, so make sure if you're using these suction cups to stay away from this edge and only lift from the smooth part here. Because if you get your hand over on this side, it's game over, it's really sharp. And here it is in all of its glory. I didn't film putting on the stand because that was really difficult. As you can see from the Arlo cameras that I had going, it was not an easy job, and we had just enough people with 5 people to put this up here. If we didn't have these suction cups right here, we would be totally screwed. The suction cups really came in handy, so I want to give a shout out to Reef and Reptiles for letting me use those. It saved my life. Thank you, Andrew. Now with the tank being up here, I have tons of room behind the tank. Let's swing to the side. You can kind of see how I have tons of room back here because I need to plumb it and I need to paint the wall still. And then I'm gonna do a video on covering this wall with some contact paper to protect against the leaks and any of the salt creep and splash that could damage the wall. Well, guys, big job is done. I am completely spent, and I'm sure my wife is gonna be happy now that the garage isn't gonna be a complete disaster, just a moderate disaster right now. But, all right guys, so I finally painted the walls. You can see the new color of the wall, and it looks great. My wife picked it out. It's a beautiful color. It's kind of like a light teal blue. It's pretty great. So I did get some comments on the last video as to the tank because they were worried about the screws there, and I was worried too. So that's why they are flush. But the tank, as you can see, comes with, so there's the foam board. You can see this is the expanded PVC, and then you can kind of see like a neoprene foam sheet right here. So there's, so this is about 1/4 of an inch, and this is about 1/8 of an inch of padding for the tank to absorb anything. So this is definitely below the flush line. I screwed in just a little bit more. That way I knew there's no way that any of those like screws could possibly come up. A guy was saying, yeah, you probably would glue it, but I don't know how glue would work on the aluminum frame. So let's take a side shot of the tank and see down the length of it. So as you can see, I kind of did an okay job with lining this up. I mean, it's about as perfect as you can be because the foam underneath of it is not perfectly flush. This one kind of recedes a bit, and then it comes out on this side, and then the back side's a little bit worse. All right, so this is the back of the tank. So you can kind of see that foam right here, how it kind of goes. Oh man, the camera's freaking out. It's not meant to be in that ultra close range. So this little foam piece, kind of see, there's a little lip here. So it goes a little bit beyond the tank. So I'm not too worried about the tank not being on the stand, because I know it's 100% on the stand. It just looks a little uneven with the foam being a little shifted underneath of it. It still covers the entire tank. So the next thing on my to-do list, now that the stand is together with the tank on it, is to obviously plumb this baby. Now, I plan on doing an expanded PVC board here on this side and have that door pop open, and I can have like a nice little display of all my electronics. Now, the thing with that is, if I do that, the sump's gotta stay here. But I could move it all the way over, and then I would have a little bit more room on the other side. But the other side's pretty much almost flush. So let's swing over this way. You can kind of see here with the ATO, I got no room, but I do have a little bit of room behind it, but that's why I put the watchdog. So I'm kind of thinking the tank, or the sump I should say, is in the perfect position right now. And then I can build this expanded PVC board, which you guys are gonna see how to make a PVC control board. And it's hopefully gonna be amazing or not so janky. One of the two. Can't decide, never done before, so I wanted to show you guys. All right guys, but as you saw from all my videos, so as you saw guys, this tank has been a big endeavor. So I wanna thank all the guys that helped me. Mike, Jethro, Troy, of course Chad. Chad is the guy who helped with the banner and everything for the channel. So big shout out to those guys. Couldn't have done it without you. So here we are. We have painted the wall, put the stand up, thought about the plumbing, and moved the tank up. I think it's about time to get this tank plumbed. So guys, if you want to see that, stay tuned for the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think about the build. If you have any questions, concerns, ideas, let me know. I really want to know what you think about that expanded PVC board. So I'll catch you guys later.